Welcome everyone. My name is Melanie Nelson and I am so glad you're here. Um, I'm thrilled to be sharing with you our TLS weight loss solution, our transitions lifestyle system. Um, and we're going to go over a lot of information in a really short period of time tonight. We're going to make it fun. We're going to be interactive. So since we are on a Zoom, feel free to comment and share and just enjoy this time together. So as I mentioned, my name is Melanie Nelson. I've been in the health field for 20 years. That's crazy to say. Um, and I am a living testimony of this program. 25 pounds lost, have kept it off for over 15 years. Maintaining a healthy weight with TLS. Now I'm 5'2", so 25 pounds is a lot on 5'2". Gotta tell you, 5 pounds, and it affects how I fit in my jeans. Okay, so it's a pretty significant amount of weight for someone as little as me. And I just feel so much better. I look better than I did 20 years ago. And I have been working with this program for 15 years, and I've recently become the director of TLS. So welcome, 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 everyone. Let's get started and let's talk about you. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. So I know why I struggled with weight, but let's talk about why you did. Raise of little webinar hands, or even feel free to chat in if you'd like. How many of you do too much for everyone else? You put yourself last on the priority list. How many of you don't like to or don't have time to exercise? Maybe you weren't a fitness fanatic growing up. I certainly wasn't. I wrote fake gym notes to get out of gym class. I wasn't on any sports teams, that's for sure. And it wasn't until I became an adult and I did my first lifestyle program, and I was like, wow, I have a strong body. I had no idea. So it was pretty cool how we can reframe our story about who we are and what we can do. How many of you don't like to cook, or maybe shouldn't cook? How about you're prone to skipping meals? You got a busy schedule, or you just don't feel hungry in the morning and late morning. How about if you're a workaholic? How many workaholics on the line? Come on, be honest, right? Yeah, food is an inconvenience. I got to keep working. How about I make poor food choices? So fast foods, throw a pizza in the oven, right? I don't have time to think about it. Don't have time, just throw a pizza in the oven or grab some fast food, which is not really food, right? It's just food like substances we get out of a bag from out of a window. How about eat too much too often? That was me. That was when, once I got started on that eating, man, you'd be amazed how much I could pile in, man. I also had out of control cravings. Anyone else have that 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. If you're still up and it's like, whew, cravings, right? And man, if I didn't have it in the house, which I never did as an adult, once I moved out of I had my first apartment at 19, and I never put junk food in my house. But I would leave the house at 10 p.m. and go to a gas station, an open grocery store, etc., and find something to binge on. Isn't that crazy? But it's true, and many people struggle with that. How about soda or alcohol daily? That's going to create some pounds around the waistline. How about I'm stressed out? Stress, stress. That stress hormone is cortisol. I think we're all a little bit stressed out right now, right? It's like COVID stressed out. So that particular hormone can make it incredibly difficult to lose weight. It can actually cause us to gain weight, and it can also cause other detrimental effects. And we don't want that in our health, right? So we want to take care of that stress. Maybe you've tried a bunch of things. I tried like patches and cabbage soup diets and oh my gosh, right? How many of you tried a bunch of things? Nothing worked, or I fell off the wagon because it's so hard to keep a diet going. And we'll talk about that in a moment. So what are your goals? All right, let's flip the coin. How much weight do you want to lose if you need to lose? Maybe you've got the what's called metabolic syndrome, or normal weight obesity, or what I just, you know, lovingly refer to my skinny fat, my skinny, my skinny fat friends, or my skinny sick friends. And so maybe you don't have weight to lose, but you need to take care of your health, and we need to create that body composition, right? Maybe you're like me and you wanted control over food instead of food controlling you. More energy, right? Be healthier, be stronger, be leaner, have some muscle. Athlete, are you an athlete? Would you like to be? Would you like to increase your lean muscle mass, increase your performance, endurance, and recovery? We have lots of athletes that utilize our program because it is so good for energy and performance and endurance and better recovery. So why, more importantly, are your goals important to you? How will your life be different when you achieve them? You know, I used to cry. Like, I just used to be so heartbroken, trying clothes on at stores, you know, putting jeans on, finding things that would fit me. 5'2", 25 extra pounds, nothing fit right. And I just felt ugly and disgusting. And it used to be the worst thing ever. And one of the things that happens to me all the time is when I go shopping, I usually go shopping alone, actually, and then I get strangers' opinions, okay? Because your friends never tell you the truth unless they're really good friends. But I get strangers and I'm like, what do you think? And now my feedback is, why do you look so cute in everything? That's so annoying. And I'm like, oh, we have a fair God. You know, our God is a fair God. I used to just cry. And I mean, whether you want to look fantastic in a bathing suit, or you want to be playing on the floor with your grandkids and be able to get up and down no problem, that is a fantastic and important goal. So being clear on what your goals are is really important. So I want to get clear about why, maybe if you've tried a bunch of things and fallen off the bandwagon, that, guess what? I'm letting you off the hook, y'all. It wasn't your fault. With many diets, you lose important weight like muscle and sometimes even bone. And that's going to look really good on the scale initially. And so it's really exciting, except you're hungry and you're grumpy and your hair's falling out. No, oh, it's actually happened to people I know. And sometimes extreme diets will even cause us to lose bone density. This is really scary because all calories are not created equal. You could have a small muffin or a small banana, and they may have a similar calorie count. However, which one is more nutritious? Which feeds the body, gives the body life, and which takes away life, which creates the little muffin top, right? And so calorie restriction is not the answer. And when we do that, we can create neurological changes, hormonal changes, metabolic fluctuations, leading to more weight gain once the diet is over. So we get that yo-yo effect, which really affects the health. And so most diets, they tell you what to eat. They don't tell you how to eat. There is no education there. You might be just counting, weighing, calculating, counting points, whatever the case might be, but eliminating entire food groups, hyper focusing on others. I mean, there's just so much confusion out there. There's low fat diets, there's high fat diets, there's no carb diets, there's high, you know, it's just crazy. You're like, what's out there? And the key to lifelong weight loss, to maintain a healthy weight that you can feel good about, is all about losing fat but not muscle, because muscle is energy and energy is life. Okay, muscle dictates metabolism. So the less muscle you have, the slower the metabolism and the fluffier we get. But the more muscle you have, and I'm not saying you got to be all like ripped and buff, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you want that healthy, lean muscle mass, because that will dictate your metabolism. And again, this is really easy to remember. Muscle is energy, energy is life. We love that. TLS is for everybody. Okay, we are the most comprehensive, customizable program available today for everybody and anybody. What makes us special is you get to eat real food and you don't have to count calories. Hallelujah. Do you hear the angels singing? We are customizable and we are affordable. That's my favorite because I'm actually Dutch, legitimately Dutch. And so that makes me frugal in my DNA. Low glycemic impact eating. That is one of the pillars of who we are and how we do what we do. And there's 40 years, people, of research that proves this is the healthiest way to eat. It may help stabilize your blood sugar throughout the day. What that does is it keeps your mood stable, your energy levels stable, and more importantly, for weight loss anyway, it keeps you in fat burning mode. We want to be in that fat burning mode, keeping that blood sugar level nice and even throughout the day. When you have the spikes and dips, which we'll go over, we can create all kinds of problems. Body composition, right? We want to focus on that fat loss instead of weight loss. So we want to have that ideal BMI, and that requires an active lifestyle. Now, in TLS, we help athletes and we help people who are older. We can help anybody. So we don't have a set regimented fitness program. We have resources, we have guidelines, we have workout programs, but we are encouraging people to find their own fit within TLS. So some people just need to get up and walk around the block in the morning and after dinner. And that's a great place to start for some people. And if you're an athlete, then you might find some, keep doing what you're doing, basically. Right? Science-based supplementation. Our supplements supported by science enhance and accelerate your results. Each address a unique part of the journey to optimal health and weight. And lastly, education. Knowledge is power. When we understand why we're doing what we're doing, we can make positive, permanent changes. If you were ever a kid or you have kids, you know they're always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why is the sky blue? Right? Why do whales swim in the ocean? I mean, I don't know. They just ask all kinds of questions. And we don't actually stop doing that as adults. We just stop voicing them. So with TLS, I have this guide right here. See, there's kind of a picture of it. We have this beautiful guide that will take you through learning about why you're making the choices you're making in TLS, and that makes them more permanent. When you implement the 4 components of TLS, you will ensure success. It really works, you guys. Now, if you have really done a number on your body with yo-yo dieting, maybe you've done some crazy things and it's been years of that, give your body some tender, loving care and support. It will take a little bit of time to reprogram your metabolism and get things going again in the right direction, right? So we want to rebalance that hormonal health and that metabolic health, and that can take time if we've done damage to it. Part of doing damage to it is not eating the low glycemic impact way. And what I mean by that is meal skipping or eating really high glycemic foods, which basically mean the sugar hitting the bloodstream, right? So every food that we eat is basically being digested down to its basic format, and it's going to impact the blood as far as our blood glucose levels, right? So when you go in to get your panels, one of the things they do at the doctor's office is measure your blood glucose levels. And we want those to be nice, in a nice spot, so that you are, doing well. And when you're a little high, you could be pre-diabetic, and then so high would be into the diabetic zone. And so that's why this is very, very important. What we want to do is we want to be in the blue zone. Okay, so when we're eating the TLS way, which is 3 meals, 2 snacks. Now, if you're an athlete or you're pregnant or you have, certain things going on, you might do 3 meals and 3 snacks because you need more intake, right? Because you've got to, if you're an athlete, you need more, and because you're burning more. And so what we have is basically a program where you're eating every 3 to maximum 4 hours. certain food combinations. So you're really getting that full on micro and macronutrients and to support the body's functions and nutrition. But what happens is eating every few hours with low glycemic impact foods that don't spike the blood sugar, that are full of fiber. You know, we have a saying in TLS, protein and fiber at every meal makes losing weight no big deal. And when we do that, we'll stay in that blue zone where we're burning fat no matter what. But if we get up and we skip breakfast about mid-morning, right? We're kind of like, wow, I'm really hungry. So you think, well, I'm going to go eat my healthy snack or my healthy breakfast, but honestly, your blood sugar is down at number 5. You know, you are too low on the blood glucose level, and you eat your healthy breakfast or snack. But guess what? It's, you know, it's low glycemia. It's going to take too long to get to the bloodstream. So you're biologically, you go for the muffin, you go for that little candy bar you have stuck in your, you know, stuck in your desk or your car, or you go to the vending machine and you grab the bag of chips, you know, you grab the sugary coffee and the muffin, you know. Why? Because you actually need something high glycemic. It's not even your fault. Biologically, you actually need to grab something to hit the blood sugar level, or you're going to just over, right? So when you put yourself down in that low 5 area, you will need something to spike it. And then guess what? You spike it. And then holy buckets, the pancreas is like, heck man, I gotta like pump out some insulin, and then it drops. You know, the insulin is released into your system and the blood sugar level drops, and now you're back at it again. You're like, oh my gosh, I ate a salad for lunch, big salad, but man, I still need something. So you eat a dessert, you sneak in something, you go through the taco time or Taco Bell, you know, line on your way home from lunch, you know. So that's what happens, you guys. And some of you are going, oh my gosh, that's my life. And that may be a very, very key indication as to why you're struggling. Okay, so we don't want to create that up and down, because once you start that, you're off to the races. It's really hard to get back into that blue zone. So that's why we have a very set meal plan, menu items, recipes. We got it all. And it's a delicious way to live, because you're going to eat more food than you've eaten in a long time. Real food. I love it. So we have lots of educational tools, including our TLS journal and tracking. Most of it looks a little intimidating because of how thick it is, but believe me, it's mainly beautiful pictures. It's a picture book. And some education, a little bit of education each week that you can read, but then mostly, take a look, you guys, there's some recipes. It's mostly your tracking. You're actually tracking and journaling your process. So that's really what it is. It's a 12-week map to an incredible healthy lifestyle. Our website, our blog, our social media channels are all ways to stay educated and get great recipes, etc. Now, the other thing that happens is those promises we make to ourselves that we've done time and time again. You've all heard somebody say it. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to move more. I'm going to go to the gym and eat healthy. I'm not going to eat cookies and sugar anymore. And I'm going to start working out. Any version of that promise, right? How many of you have ever made that promise to yourself, right? Man, if that were enough, we'd all be, you know, fit and skinny and whatever the case might be. We'd all look like the way we want to look. But in today's day and age, we face factors that deplete our body of nutrients, contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and fatigue. Stress, smoking, alcohol, poor dietary choices, sun exposure, environmental pollution, pharmaceutical medications, and even strenuous exercise will deplete the body of important nutrients. Recommended daily allowance, RDAs, are not meant to provide you with the amount of nutrients you need to be healthy, only the minimum amount to avoid disease. Today's fruit and vegetables have 59% less nutritious value than 40 years ago. What? That means that you would have to eat at least 50% more than what your grandparents did. Oh my gosh. I mean, could you put that many fruits and vegetables in your face? I certainly couldn't. So no wonder we struggle with energy, fitness, and weight. Supplementation has now become a necessity disguised as a luxury. And in TLS, one of our pillars is our science-based supplements with clinically studied ingredients that accelerate your results, and you'll find you're fit by addressing your specific struggles. The idea is not that you're on all of our products. The idea is that you're on a few that are specific to your struggles. So we already talked about your struggles, and guess what? Every single one of our products has a purpose within those struggles. So starting at the top left here, our core fat and carb inhibitor helps manage hunger, inhibits carbohydrate absorption, just the excess ones you don't need because your brain needs them. Your body needs them for fuel and creating new cells. So you need carbohydrates. You just don't need the excess ones. So those get shuttled out. That's a beautiful thing. Now, it also balances out the hunger and satiation hormones, which were completely shut off for me. Once I started eating, I never got that full hormone kicking in. I could just keep eating, and keep eating. Now, TLS Core helps turn that hormone back on. Beautiful thing. All right. That was life changing. How about TLS Thermochrome? You need energy. You need some mental focus and some thermogenesis, some stimulating that what's called lipolysis, which is fat breakdown. Thermochrome is not for everyone because it is a stimulant. So if you can't even drink a cup of coffee without getting a little crazy, probably not for you. But it is a pretty fantastic product if you don't have problems with caffeine and stimulants. If you want a decaf version, we got green coffee plus Garcinia cambogia, which is an incredible product that inhibits conversion of sugar into fat. It also helps your body use fat as fuel. And so does our TLS CLA down at the bottom there, which targets stubborn belly fat and helps reduce the percentage of body fat while preserving muscle tissue. So if you're an athlete, if you're eating lean and clean, your two superheroes might be CLA and green coffee. Okay, you are like out of control on the diet and carbs. You got carb sensitivity. You gain 5 pounds as soon as you eat that muffin. You can't stop eating carbs once you start. Core, probably your superhero. Okay, TLS Axe. We've got our stress balls. Who's Susie stress ball or Steve stress ball? That may be the Axe formula, maybe just the formula for you by promoting healthy levels of cortisol, which is our stress hormone, healthy levels of dopamine and serotonin, which is the body's natural happy drugs. So it enhances and stabilizes mood. And then lastly, we have our TLS Trim Tea and Trim Cafe, which if you're kind of like, hey, I just really don't want to take pills, Trim Tea and Trim Cafe, chances are you are drinking coffee and tea. So just why not a healthier version with a little less caffeine to help your health and your waistline, because it helps reduce fat percentage by 80%. It helps cholesterol levels. It supports our cardiovascular health as well as reduces inflammation in the body by 51.7%. That's awesome. So we want to get rid of that inflammation. And then if you're prone to skipping meals, and or you want to get into a habit of eating the TLS way, no pun intended, we have an incredible nutrition shake, 19 grams of protein, 10 grams of fiber with 22 vitamins and minerals. So it's got your micronutrients and your macronutrients, and it's the best tasting shake on the market. No chalky chemical taste or expanding nature. You are going to love it. No added sugar because it has everything you need and nothing you don't. This, if you love this shake and you're on the line, right into the chat area if you love it and why you love it, because I love it. And really, you need to taste it to taste the difference. You gotta taste the difference, man. It's just, there's no way for me to tell you this. It doesn't, it doesn't really, it kind of falls on deaf ears a little bit until you taste it and you're like, oh my gosh, right? So It's all about the experience. Now, I don't know which ones are for you specifically. And that's why we have a free TLS weight loss profile. Take you about 5 to 7 minutes to get through it. It's a very comprehensive quiz on your lifestyle, your diet, your activity levels, your goals, your behavior, your preferences. And at the end of it, it is going to spit out a result. Which TLS program is for you? Which TLS products are for you? It's going to recommend the top 3 based on your honest answers. And it might spit out rapid results, which you can expect to lose 2 to 3 pounds per week on. And that's a fantastic program. Or it might spit out Sure and Steady, which you could expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds on per week. So you're not willing to give up as much, but still want to lose weight, right? And this probably won't be suggested, but this is great for if you have somewhere to go in about 2 weeks, right? You got a vacation to go to, a wedding to go to, a graduation to get ready for, a class reunion, hello, right? 2 weeks on Fat Shredder to get lean and mean, beautiful. I love it. So that's just, a program we have for those specific instances in life. We also have a 7-day detox. I love to start people off on this. It's not always the way that some people start off our TLS programs, but it does kickstart and motivate, because you'll definitely get maximum benefit in regards to weight loss. Many people end up in the double digits of weight loss in their first week because we are cleaning out those pipes. We're detoxing the body. The average American is carrying 9 to 12 pounds of old, decaying fecal matter. And so we want to get that out of the system, right? That is not helping us out in any way. In fact, that's a huge contributing factor to all kinds of issues, including cravings. All right, so we just get rid of that. And it is a very powerful, very doable detox week. Okay, now I like to share this with you guys because we have these incredible kits where they'll save you a few bucks. So if you are looking to get the maximum benefit from our daily essential isotonics, which is our incredible vitamin, mineral, antioxidant blend that really is for everyone. It's for everyone. Your body needs it. And if you don't make it, you need to take it. And that is what is all about, with 95% delivery and maximum absorption. When you take the isotonics properly, those nutrients will be detectable in your blood within 5 to 15 minutes of taking them. Then you add the shake. So you've got a meal, a snack every day. Then you have your trim tea, right? Which has all those health benefits, plus really good for whittling the waist. And we've got some savings here with these packages. So you may take the profile, but it won't show you the kit. And maybe you get suggested the shakes and the trim tea, in which case this may be a really great way to start. And then add on your thermochrome or your CLA or your Axe or whatever. So I just wanted to share with you that you can look for this option as a savings to get you started as well. And we have lots of success stories. You can actually look at them on our website as well. Here's Judith. Look at that. She got a waist and a rib cage. How beautiful is that? And Kyle, 26 pounds lost, right? Typical where guys carry is up front, right? And again, going to encourage that you take the weight loss profile to find out your customized solution with TLS. In fact, I'll bring up the website right here. Here's our beautiful website. Take a look. I'll show you where to find the profile. All right, so we have some featured products. We have some resources here. You can download all kinds of healthy recipes that are amazing. I'm telling you, man, you do not feel deprived on this program. You will eat well and you will feel full and you will have energy. Our program downloads. So we have our profile is right here. You guys take a look, just click start your profile and you will begin the quiz. If you don't have a free account yet, and it is free to become a customer. There is no obligation. There's no memberships. There's no fees. It's completely free. All of our resources are free. Okay, so if you take a look at the resource tab, we have educational videos, program downloads, recipes, fitness downloads, and all kinds of things. So when it spits out your program, it could be it could be sure and steady or rapid results or continued commitment, in which case all the information, the menu plans, all of it is here. We have a beautiful user-friendly site for you to be able to find your solution. Be sure to wait for the link from the person who invited you here tonight, because they are either a TLS certified coach, a TLS coach working towards being a certified coach. Maybe they're a happy customer referring you this way. But either way, there is a specific link, because if you see here, it says site presented by Ignite Promotions. Well, that's me. That's my site. And you may have been invited by a TLS coach that has a TLS website as well, but it's going to be presented by them. So go to wait for the link to get to the correct TLS site so that you can be taken care of by the person who invited you here tonight. And we can't wait for you to get started, because man, it's already spring, right? And we need to spring into action. We need to melt off those May pounds or those COVID pounds and really get started. So I appreciate everyone's energy and attention. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. And I will go ahead and stop the recording now.